All right, so an easy question for us was this first one here. We had a 92% accuracy, so that's awesome. So let's get down to the ones where our accuracy gets less than 50%. So here is our first one. So it says which graph has an equation? So this is negative. So anybody that picked C or D, that opened up. So it cannot open up because the graph is negative. So it had to be A or B. And then you wanted to look at these transformations. So that +2 told me my graph went up 2 units. Okay, and then in this example here, there were actually 2 correct answers. So it said, what are the x-intercepts? It's important to understand that the x-intercepts come in the table when you have a y value of 0. So I believe this was a checkbox, so you could have clicked multiple times, and you wanted to click both spots in which the table had a y value of 0. So that was at -1 and at 3. Okay? Questions, comments, concerns? Does that make more sense? Thank you. Okay, and then here we had an 80% accuracy. We did that 50. This one was a 58%, so let's talk about this in terms of vocab. So it says, what is another way to say where a function crosses the x-axis? So the correct answer was all of those. A what? No. You like that 8% unattempted? So again, overall, we did pretty well with this. Like you can see, a lot of our accuracies are in the 80s and 90s. So pretty much happy with that. And let's talk a little bit about your notes packet for today. We'll do 1 or 2 more examples together. And I will give you the remainder of class time to work on that in-class review. So, yesterday you did the 5-2 homework day 3. So you should have done both of these 2 pages. And then for today, we're doing the 5-2 in-class review. So let's just do another example together as a group. So the y-intercept is always the value at the end of the equation. So the y-intercept is always the value at the end of the equation in standard form. So standard form, standard form, standard form. If you are in vertex form, like number 5, now this takes on a little bit different of a property. So in this case, my y-intercept is 0, 1. The AOS is x equals -b divided by 2a. So you get -1. You plug -1 in to find k. So we get 0. So my vertex is at -1, 0. My graph also is the point 0, 1. This a value is positive, therefore it's a min. The min is always at the k value of the vertex, so 0. And then because my vertex is on the x-axis, I only have one root at -1. So just to give you your graph, you could plot another point up into the right one. You could do your table to find another value. But our whole purpose of graphing in this unit is to find our roots. So as long as you can graph and show me the roots on the graph, that's what I'm looking for. I still need to know that you know it's a quadratic, but I'm not caring so much about the 5 points. I'm caring about, can you show me the roots on a graph and the roots in our information. Okay. Let's jump to the end real quick. We're just going to do one more table like this. So remember that you have the roots when your y values change sign. So here, y goes from negative to positive. Therefore, you have a root between -7 and -6. And then looking, it goes positive, 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 negative. Okay, change in sign on y. Yes. Tells me that there is a root between -2 and -3. So you're giving the x values, but you're looking at the y's. Does that make sense too? So you're looking at the y's, but when you label it, you give me the x's. All right. And then down at the bottom, you're just telling me how many and where. So I think we're pretty good at that. So your assignment is to make sure you get this packet done pretty much in its entirety, because we did all of page 1 together yesterday. And then your homework for last night was the 2nd, 3rd page, and now you're doing the 4th and 5th page. So once you get that done, it is due and needs to be uploaded to Fusion. I'll be back here to answer any questions you have from this today. And then Monday, you'll come in, we'll do that, and then I'll probably just play a review game with you. The quiz is now on Tuesday, yes.